looks like we've got some friends here.
All right.
Lizzie's here. She said she made it back just in time for the live. And
Yay, I woke up just in time for the live.
Yes, Mel had a little nap.
Yes.
Ginger, did you get a nap today?
No. I wish.
Me either. Cheryl says she's here to have fun and laugh a lot. So good. I'm happy to hear that. We're here to laugh a lot too.
Yes. I need some laughs.
Danina's here. Mandy's here. Sherry's here. Michelle's here. Michelle, the queen of queens.
I know. So awesome. I need it. Michelle's finished like 30 of them, and I've got like half.
Michelle is amazing.
I know. I love her queens.
I have 0. I've got to try it. And it's funny because I had, for whatever reason in my brain, when Ginger told me this month's theme, in my head, it was Mosaic. Like right down to where I made the video for Mosaic.
But we got that ready for when we do Mosaic.
Yeah, so yeah, it's so funny. It's the exact same video. It's just a difference in wording and and pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm eager for the Tunisian or for the Mosaic. But Tunisian's fun too. I have tried Tunisian.
I have not.
Oh, you haven't, Mel? You got to try it.
Oh,
I know. I do.
And then when I was putting up pictures of that prize, I was like, oh, I wish I could win.
Right?
Oh, my goodness. So let's see who else is here. We've got Yarn Moods is here. I've already forgotten Yarn Moods' name. She told us last time.
Tiffany.
Olivia's here. Hi, Olivia. Guys, I'm so excited that Olivia's here. She and I are going to do a live together. We're going to talk about makeup for YouTubers. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome.
So welcome, Olivia.
I'm going to watch that one because I need it.
You don't need it. But it's nice to know. It's good information.
Yeah, for sure. Oh no, Deneen, I am costing her money. Stop posting yarn hauls.
Oh man. Jamie's here. Hello, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
She missed you this morning, Melanie.
I'm sorry I wasn't there, but I was on the road. Actually, when my live was going, I was actually sitting down at Longhorn to eat lunch, which reminds me, I have some onion thingies to eat while we're live, which is not the most pleasant thing, you guys, but I did just wake up.
Crafty Chat says the sound is great, but Mel, is your mic on? So maybe it's a little quiet.
It is on, but let me make sure. If I need to switch it over, I will. So let me know if this does not help it. I'm playing with the plug a little bit here.
Let's see. Debbie Loves Yarn is here. She says hello. Crafty Chat says, oh, never mind. It was my imagination.
Okay.
Oh, and Jamie says you're echoing Melanie on my end. Oh my god.
Oh no. Let me see. How's that, Jamie?
I don't know about Jamie, but Crafty Chat says it's better. So hopefully it's better for everybody.
Okay.
Sherry says, I watched Little John's live today. She's having Crystal Bagaday on next week. I was like, wow.
Whoa. That is,
well, they're both pretty big channels. So
that is awesome.
I agree.
That's exciting. Because I haven't seen her on anybody. I haven't seen Crystal on anybody else's channel.
Nope. I haven't either.
I think the collaborations with StreamYard is still fairly new. So
yeah.
True.
Those little channels like us are desperate enough that we are.
I'm not desperate.
We're trying everything we can, our little channels. But the bigger channels can rest on their laurels a little bit. They don't have to try out these the new stuff quite so much. So it's pretty cool though that they're going to do a collaboration. That's neat.
We just love hanging out with each other.
We do. You guys,
Yes.
we were together last night for like 2 hours on a
Yes.
video stream.
Yeah.
So we're
It
just,
kept me from drinking my beer, you guys.
What?
we did. We kept her sober.
They kept me sober a little bit longer last night.
Well, that's no fun.
Oh, Olivia says, this is my first time joining one of your lives live. I always miss them and watch the replay. Well, that's
Well,
good. I
thank
didn't
you.
know that she would watch the replay. It's
I'm glad
exciting.
you made it.
I decided to come out of my corner, my yarn corner today, and be able to spread out a little bit.
I love those plants behind you.
Thank you. I love plants. Ginger and we're plant ladies.
Plant people,
I'm
We like
I'm
our
a plant killer.
for sure.
Cool.
Plants, yarn, and kitty cats.
Kitty cats, yes, yes.
Ginger, you sound like an old lady.
That is kind of funny.
I like plants and yarn and kitty cats
Next thing we know, we're gonna see her in a bathroom.
and coffee and coffee
You know what?
Um,
If it was 50 years ago, my hair would be in rollers and I'd be wearing a pink terry cloth bathrobe
with slippers.
Exactly.
and drinking one of those blue sugar-free Dr. Peppers.
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah, it used to be blue. The cans used to be blue. They were light blue with a dark blue circle,
I did not know that.
I know that.
and they
You
weren't
guys, I'm
Diet
just-
Dr. Pepper. They were sugar-free Dr. Pepper
Oh,
and Tab.
Oh, my mother used to drink Tab.
yeah.
Yeah, my
All right,
grandma
I'll be
had
right back,
Tab.
you guys. I'm just gonna step away for a brief moment. So carry on. I'm just getting a drink because I didn't get one when I stepped over here. So
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Jamie said she's never heard or seen Little John until today.
oh,
There are
Wow.
so many channels. There are so many, like I'll stumble on one and they've got, 50, 60, 100, 150,000 subscribers. And I'll be like, oh, how did I never see this one?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's definitely lots of channels I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Olivia
The hard thing for me is feeling like, oh my gosh, all of these channels have so many. They're so big, and
Yeah.
like,
I know it does make you feel a little bit small.
imposter syndrome.
oh,
Imposter syndrome, yes. That's been a
Yes.
phrase that we've thrown around a lot since we've met each other. Because I think we all feel that way sometimes. I know I do.
Yeah.
I sometimes look around and I'm like, what am I doing? Why do I think that I have any right to tell people anything? I'm a lunatic.
Because you're awesome.
Oh,
we do.
and that's why I love you.
Oh, kitty cat.
Oh, kitty cat just walked in front of your camera
Sorry
now.
about that, you guys.
That's okay. So Olivia said she had a mango margarita last night.
Guys, that's okay.
What's that?
That's, the kitty must have hit the volume on the YouTube.
Yeah,
because
oh my
we have a
God.
delay.
Whoops. A mango margarita.
Ooh,
Yum.
That sounds yummy.
yeah.
Make me one of
Olivia,
those.
we're gonna have to come out to California and hang with you and have some mango margaritas.
Yes. Oh,
Strawberry sounds good.
Oh,
you know what? Just the margarita. I'm good.
just another Stitch says, "Hey,
You know what?
Melanie,
Just
Julie,
the
and Ginger,
tequila.
how are y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a yarny." I love.
Hey, Connie, I am so sorry. Just another Stitches, Connie. And I'm
Oh.
so sorry. I wanted to be at your live today. How did everything go?
Excuse me. Oh, hi, honey.
Let's see. So Sunita is saying, welcome to Olivia. Cheryl says, Julie, I love the naughty videos. They're too cute, funny, and true. I'm so glad you like them. I'm enjoying making them.
They're so
Naughty.
cute.
Ooh,
I've
watermelon.
got so many ideas. I just need more hours.
More time in the day.
It's like,
That might have to be a naughty video. You know, naughty hooker versus time.
Oh, you know what? I thought of one for you, Julie.
Oh yeah.
Versus cleanliness. You know, like you really need to take a shower now.
I thought of that one
No.
too. Like you know, your hair gets greasier and greasier.
yeah.
I don't think Naughty Hooker would care.
Or like, sure, you guys see my room. It looks pretty decently clean, right?
Yeah, I've seen the floor in front of it too. You showed it to me last night.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
I think that's part of the reason I'm so stressed today. It's like, I don't have room to move. Or do you ever have all your yarn stacked around you and then no matter which way you move, you knock stuff over?
Mhm. That might be you.
Mel and I are like, no.
No.
But Mel and I both live in very small homes. So we don't have the kind of yardage that you have.
Yeah.
Although I still keep on picking up more yarn, even though I do not have the room for it, but I just picked up more today.
Do your husbands ever say, we don't need this many blankets?
Yes, that
Why don't
happens around here.
Why
Yeah,
don't you
and then
sell some of those blankets you're making?
Yeah. I was trying to come up with a good stash buster blanket before I started the rugs.
Mm-hmm.
And both my husband and my son were like, we don't need any more blankets. Look around. They're
you
right.
always need more blankets. Always.
Always. I've even been thinking of making a couple of blankets and stitching them together so they're like triple thick.
Ooh, so yeah, it'd really be a weighted blanket then.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
I would die under that. I would be roasting.
But I
I
would
would-
love it on my feet. I would love it on my feet.
I would
I
love
like
to just
them folded at the bottom of my bed so I can squish my feet under it.
Yeah.
yeah. I like to just bury myself under yarn.
Well, you're in the right place for that.
Yes, you are.
You should
Right.
be feeling good.
You guys ready for our slides?
I'm ready for this
I'm ready.
slideshow.
All right, awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get things started.
Okay.
My kitty's looking at what I've got over here.
I'm still
did you
reading
go
through the
through-
chats. I'm sorry. Did you ask
Oh,
me a
go right
question?
ahead. I just realized I didn't do the screen shares.
Oh,
Do that.
yeah, that would help, right?
Oh,
Yes.
I have no idea how I would wash something that big and thick. Oh, I know. I'd go throw it on top of my car and power wash it.
Run it through the car wash, right?
Yeah. That would be crazy.
All right. So, Mel, would you like to do an introduction for our theme this week?
Absolutely.
Because you're the hostess with the mostest.
At least for this week. So this continues on with our theme from last week, and we're going to finish it up with one final episode next week at Julie's place. But so last week we talked about our equipment, the hardware, basically.
Mhm.
This week we're going to talk about the software that we use as being YouTubers on, well, YouTube. Or really just streaming live. And you know, I didn't even talk about live streaming in the slide, so we'll have to have that conversation.
Oh, yeah. There
Um,
are so many things
There are.
involved.
Mhm.
Yes. So basically, the software that we use to edit our videos and our thumbnails and stuff like that, and plus some extras in there. So we're going to go ahead and share that. And after each section, we'll stop and pause and take a look and answer any questions that you guys have after each section.
Yeah.
So let's start with
My
video
favorite.
editing.
Yay!
Oh, you know what? I probably should. No, never mind. So I guess I'm number one, and I shouldn't have had a bite of what I was eating. I'm sorry. When I'm number one. Okay, so I use iMovie
Mm-hmm.
to edit my videos. I have used some other things, like I've tried out a few other things, but what this one I like, it's a simple movie editor. And it's absolutely free as long as you have a Mac or an i something.
Right.
Probably
Right.
not your watch though, because it won't work just on the watch. But the phone.
It works on the phone. It's a little bit limited on the phone compared to what you get on a tablet or a desktop or a laptop, but it does work.
The bigger the screen,
The
more
bigger.
options you have.
Yeah.
So, so that is actually, I put that as a con.
Mel, before you go any further, in the chat, we've got a lot of people saying that they're struggling to hear you and there's a lot of echoing.
Okay,
So-
then I'm going to switch my mic, you guys. So bear with me just one moment.
Okay. While she's doing that, I will say that I have used iMovie both on a laptop and on the phone, but mostly on the phone, and it is a really nice app. It's very easy to use. It's smooth. Everything looks really professional. The transitions are nice. It's got nice music. I love iMovie.
Testing. How's that sound, you guys?
We'll have to check with the chat because it's always sounded good for us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me know. This is what I've used in the past. So I've been using my mic the past couple of times, but let me know if I'm using my directional mic on my webcam. So let me know if that doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to be off screen, so holler at me if it doesn't work.
Okay.
But yeah, for something that's completely free, because I know Windows has their free editor as well, and it is nothing like what you get with iMovie, which is why it's so popular with those people who have Macs and stuff, and they tend to use that before moving on to something more complex.
Yeah.
It has layered editing, which
Mhm.
you don't often get in free stuff. You get where you can do editing, block editing, and maybe like you can't see the layers. So you may be able to attach a sticker or something, but you can't see the layers and have that kind of control. And it does allow you to have that level of control. It is limited layers. And that's the only time I would say that you would need to upgrade and pay for something. If you feel limited by the layers that you can use, that is when you start looking for something else.
Right. Yep, that was how it was for me. And just so you know, Mel, everybody in the chat says you sound a lot better.
Okay. Yay. All right. Good to know. Crappy mic. Live and learn, right?
Well, sometimes you just have to work the kinks out.
Yes, that's true.
Story of my life.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the only time you can work the kinks out, it feels like.
It's when you got the kinks.
That's right, exactly. That's when you have them.
Yep.
And okay, and then there's it says less. I put them in the cons, less bells and whistles to other editors. When I say that, there's not the simple like slap a sticker here or do something like that. You don't have that. You have to actually create the image or create a separate video of some sort and then layer it on.
Yeah.
To do that kind of thing. It is possible, but it's not as easy to do as some other editors are.
Right.
So that is one of the cons. And then of course the as Julie was mentioning earlier, the Mac edition is much more powerful than the iPhone or the iPad. But I like it. I keep on using it, and there in the photo that I have here, you can see where I have the different layers. That's the different layers. And if I wanted text, it would be, I could do a fourth layer here, but that's the max number of layers that you can really do on these.
Right. There was a question in the chat if you can use iMovie on Android, and the answer is no. It is only for Apple products because it's iMovie, so it's for iPad, MacBook, iPhone.
Yes, that is true. All right, so that's enough about iMovie for all of you iPhone and Mac and Apple users.
Oh, my love. My darling KineMaster. I love KineMaster. I love to edit. I almost think I love editing as much as crocheting. But I do. I love it. It's just a different way for me to be creative. So the pros of KineMaster are it's got a very extensive music library that is part of your subscription. So you don't have to pay extra for the music at all, which is also an iMovie, I know. There are so many editing tools in this. You can use so many layers. I have not gotten to the point yet where I've been told you have too many layers. You can just do as many as you want, as far as I know. It's got transitions, overlays, stickers, filters, voice changers, drawing tools, chroma key. I've used green screen with this. It's got backgrounds, sound effects, picture in picture, a gajillion fonts and special effects. And yeah, I just love playing with all the toys. They don't even always make sense in my editing. I just put them in because I can. It is available on my Chromebook, so I'm able to use my Chromebook as well as on my phone. But I have the exact same number of assets on both. So if it's on my laptop, I can do the same assets on my phone. So that's nice. The only cons I have with this so far is that as of right now, it's unable to edit above 1080 for the resolution. They are in the development stage of making that available for 4K though. So I have struggled with using KineMaster with my GoPro. But that might be just because I've only tried to use it on my laptop. If I tried to do the GoPro editing on my phone, it might go better, and I'm going to be experimenting with that soon. The other con is just like everything worth having, you have to pay for it. But it's pretty reasonable to utilize all the features. You just pay a subscription of either $4.99 a month, so you're never tied in, or you can pay $39 a year, which is what I do because I know that I'm going to keep using it.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually love it so much that I did a little series of editing with KineMaster. So there are actually 4 videos in the playlist. And so I put the link there on the page. And yeah, if you're looking to try it out or see what it looks like, go ahead and click on the link and you can see what the screen looks like.
And Olivia, do you want me to click on the link and show everybody? Not Olivia. I'm sorry. I was going to say, Olivia, GoPro is a type of camera. And then I was going to ask you, Julie, if you wanted me to click on.
You're welcome to. I don't know if have we ever done that before? I don't know. I've clicked on the link. I mean, you're certainly welcome.
It may not work because I have it on the tab.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I don't think it probably won't work, but that link I'll include in the description down below. I'll get it added to the description down below after today's live.
Yeah, and of course, as always, this slideshow is going to be available on the Facebook group Facebook group page. And also, if you want a copy of any of our slideshows, just shoot us an email at yarnhookers.forever@gmail.com. Sorry, I can't remember our email address.
And that's the
number anyway, and we will send you a PDF of any of our slides.
Yep, and that is the number 4 forever.
Number 4 forever.
Oh, I wanted to show for any of you who didn't know what a GoPro looks like. It looks like this. It's a little tiny action camera. It's
the resolution on them is amazing.
Yeah, a lot of people that I don't know, do snowboarding or biking or things like that, use these, and they do a great, not panoramic, but widescreen.
Yeah.
It does good action filming.
Yeah.
But also it
does
is-
still photography too.
Yeah, it does still photography, and I love the software that you can purchase with a subscription, because it has some very good. I wouldn't necessarily say it's editing like you would in KineMaster or iMovie or InShot. It's not that kind of editing, but it will automatically take pictures or little clips of your videos and turn them into a video with the beat of the music.
And like that, it syncs up with it. With your
Syncs up
video.
with it. Yeah. And like I've made TikTok videos with this, with the GoPro software. Right now, I think it used to be called GoPro. It was the GoPro app. But
Yeah.
now it's changed to something else. I think it's called Quick. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know, because I'm going to have to play with that a little bit. I broke my son's back out.
Oh, no.
Yay!
No, I didn't. No, I didn't break it. I mean, I broke it out of
Broke
Yeah.
it out.
the bag. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I stole it. I stole it from my son.
Oh no, that's okay.
All right, Ginger's turn.
Ooh, InShot. Okay, I don't know how many times I got completely frustrated over editing. It would literally take me weeks sometimes to edit a video because I just could not figure out how to use the video editing software. And then I think I said that in one of my videos one time, and Courtney from Fiberfox Studios left me a message in the comments and said, try InShot. That's what I use to edit my videos. Total game changer. InShot is an app you can get on your phone. You can use it for free, although I got the paid version because I wanted to be able to do more. But it is totally worth it because, man, it has saved me so much time and anxiety. I'll just start listing off the pros. It's very beginner friendly. You can use it after. I mean, granted, there is a learning curve. it takes a little
yeah.
time, but
I think
it's
that's true with all of them. Yeah.
yeah. But like with KineMaster, I tried to get on it, and thank God Julie has the videos, because I had no idea. Like when it looks more complicated. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, it's like one of those things where once you start using it, it's not complicated anymore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, the InShot saved my life. You can completely edit and upload everything on InShot and upload it to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't need any other editing software. You can upload several different social media upload to several different media platforms, and I'll show you what I mean. I'll pull it up here on my phone and show you what it looks like on the screen. Okay, so you pull up the screen and this is what it looks like. Oh geez, I'm sorry.
We can see it.
It's okay.
The glare back there.
Yeah, I gave it a blah, 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 blah. I can't talk. I tried it out and I really liked it.
Okay.
I can see why you like it.
Okay, so I just press convert on the video, and I don't know if you can see the social media platforms up there.
Yeah.
You can upload to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Messenger, even to email, Twitter, WhatsApp, TikTok, Signal, something else, stories. So it's very versatile as far as being able to upload it to different places.
Yeah. Now, when I uploaded with that to YouTube, it went live immediately. Is that something you can change in the setting? Because when I upload to YouTube directly from KineMaster, it goes unlisted.
Oh, well, yeah, and that's something that I had to go in and when it goes to the YouTube, but it doesn't start.
Like it went
YouTube has
public.
to go. YouTube goes through its process then. First, it uploads it from InShot to YouTube. And then while it's uploading and processing from, at the actual YouTube website, that's when I go in and change things like public, private, or
Okay.
unlisted.
Okay.
And when you put in whether you want it monetized, it won't let you click whether you want it monetized or not unless unless your video has already gone live.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I found it to be really, really fun. I love the GIFs. I love that you can use GIFs.
Oh, I know. They've
There's
got
just so many fun things about it.
Yeah, there are so many. You can upload pictures and put them on your videos, sound effects, music. You can use your own music from your phone, or you can use the music that they have in the app.
Yep.
Just be cautious by using music on your phone. Make sure you have the rights to it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I get my music from TubeBuddy, from one of the music places that they that you can get free with a paid subscription.
Right. The one thing I did notice about InShot was it has to do with the music, was that if you use their music, they ask that you do put a credit to the performer.
Right.
Which is fine. I don't mind, obviously giving credit to the performer, but I was picturing myself forgetting. I was like, oh, I bet I would forget. And then I'd get slammed with a copyright.
Well, and that's one of the cons that I have with InShot too, is that I have used their music a couple of times that I got a copyright thing and I wasn't able to monetize that video because somebody had a copyright claim against the music. So now I use the InShot music. There's some little tiny clips that are like 15 to 20 seconds long. I use those and those are fine. But anything that has the credits on it like that, I don't use, just because I don't want to get that slam.
Yeah, you don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I like the TubeBuddy music so much more.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, I really do.
Cool.
Let's see. Saves the video to your phone just automatically. Includes a basic photo and collage editor. That's with the free version. You could upload photos to your video, and the collage editor, I don't know, I copied this pro from one of the websites, but yeah, you can do, basic editing onto your video. Includes free video transitions and text. In between video clips, you can do the real fancy transitions, or the ones that kind of make them melt into each other.
Yeah.
And you can put different text things on your video. So that's fun. I was never able to do that before InShot.
Yeah. I think that for everybody, there is a software that's just perfect for them.
Yeah.
And if you don't find it, just keep looking, because it's out there.
Yeah.
Because all three of us use different ones, and I've tried all three, and they're all really good.
Mm-hmm.
But we all have the ones that we're comfortable with.
Yeah, definitely.
I have also used Power. Gosh, I got to look up the name of it. I stopped using.
You know what? It might be on the next slide, Mel, because I tried one Power Film Editor or something.
Oh, okay. Let me do that.
I'm not sure if it's the same one. Does that icon look familiar? The bottom one?
No.
No. Okay. So you're talking about a different one.
But I'll go ahead and let you talk about those while I look up the name of the other one that I've tried.
Did you want me to do the cons?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let me go back. Hang on. I'm sorry.
It was my fault. I'm the one who said it's on the next.
There we
No
go.
problem. Okay, so the cons are always includes ads at the top of the screen.
Oh, that's true. I did notice that.
That's in the free version. It doesn't have that in the paid version though. So, that kind of thing doesn't bother me because I figure if I have the ads up there, I'm getting it for free. So I like free.
Mhm.
Fair play,
Not as intuitive as Quick Splice or iMovie. Now, I'm not sure what that means because I've never used Quick Splice or iMovie. What would you say, Julie, that they're talking about there?
I'm not really sure what they mean by intuitive.
Yeah.
Maybe they just mean it's just not as natural to use. And to be honest with you, I did find it a little clunky.
Okay.
I actually took notes, so let me see what
Okay,
I wrote.
awesome.
I said, overall, I found it a little difficult to use. It might have been better if I had practice, but I only got the 3-day free trial.
Okay.
Yes. So, I mean, I was allowed to use all of the pro assets to it, but I didn't have a ton of time to play with it. But so I think that's kind of what they mean. For me, just to arrange the time frame of a transition, you had to go use that little triangle icon and position it. And so I'm thinking maybe that's what they mean.
Okay.
It's just not as intuitive. Like it doesn't work the way you think it should.
Okay. You have to go in and do everything rather than it thinking and doing.
Right.
Okay, no pinching feature to zoom in, out, and to trim videos in the timeline.
Yeah.
Is that what you call the watchamajigger effect?
That's where you can see your layers and you can
make things bigger and easier to see on your phone.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's just a very simplistic layer thing.
Yeah. That was the other pet peeve I had about it though, is I could not use the Ken Burns effect.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
I went to 3 different video tutorials to how to create the Ken Burns effect in this InShot, and they were all very complicated, and I was like, oh, I don't want complicated. I want simple. And I know that in iMovie and in KineMaster, it's just you just click a button and it does it. So
and that's where like you can zoom in on yourself and so you don't have a cameraman, but you can act like you have a cameraman.
Yeah. It gives it a more polished look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, I am not super polished.
You're very polished. You're so polished that you don't need special effects.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Let's see. Transitions aren't intuitive to apply.
Yeah, that was what I felt too.
Okay. Videos are watermarked unless you get you paid for the pro version. Yeah.
I think they're all like that. That's true for all of them.
Yeah.
About how much is it for the pro version?
It is $47.99 if you want to do a one-time purchase.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Never, if you're going to use it.
Right, to never have to pay for it again. Or $19.99 a year. If I would have known how much I like it, I would have just done that to begin with. But for right now, I'm paying the $4.99 a month. But I think what I'll probably do is switch to the $19.99 a year because I know that I'm going to keep using it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Very cool.
Are you really done now? Should I advance? Because I don't want to cut you off again.
Yes, I am totally done.
Okay. Sorry about that, Ginger. I apologize.
No problem.
All right.
So I tried out quite a few different editing apps this week. I got no crocheting done. None. Because I was playing with editing software. So the first one on this page, and if you click it, Mel, it'll say Rush. So this is an Adobe product. It's an amazing app. It's professional grade. My husband uses this in his job. The Adobe products are really good. But it is, It is in depth, and I really didn't have a chance to really dive into it. The subscription is $9.99 a month or $52.99 a month, but that's with the entire Adobe Creative Cloud all apps subscription. So you would have all of their apps for $52.99 a month. That's the kind of stuff that my husband uses at work, you know, I mean, for his job. So I can't imagine, you know, paying that kind of money. The $9.99 I could definitely see though for just the Rush. It is a good app. I didn't have time to really dive into it, and it seemed like one that I needed to really play with it for a few weeks before I would feel comfortable using it. So the next one is Splice. I was super happy with this. When editing, I was able to use all of the assets, and I was so excited because I was like, this is too good to be true. And whenever you think something's too good to be true, it is. As soon as I started to export the project, it said, some of your assets are premium. And if you want to use this video the way it is, you have to pay for the subscription before you can upload it. And I thought that was super, super sneaky. I felt that if you have premium assets, you shouldn't even see them, or maybe you should see them and they should be grayed out. You should be alerted to the fact that those are premium features.
Yeah.
But they were sneaky and just let you use everything. And then after you've spent a couple hours or however long editing something, the last thing you want to, you know, receive is a bill. So yeah, that annoyed me. And if I wanted to pay for it, it was $2.99 a week.
Yeah.
Which is, again, to me, sneaky because most subscriptions are a month.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you see $2.99, you're thinking, oh, that's not bad.
Right.
Then you're paying for $3 a week. That kind of adds up. So
and that's $12 a month, except for 2 times out of the year, and then it's $15.
Yeah. So to me, the whole Splice is a great app, but know what you're getting into before you get into it, because it really is good. It's got a lot of slick transitions and filters, and I really liked it until I found out how sneaky they were.
And then they left a bad taste in your mouth.
They did.
Yeah, that's
So
not
that
cool.
big S on their thing, it shouldn't be for Splice. It should be for sneaky.
Sneaky.
Filmmaker Pro was terrible. It crashed 3 times on my phone before I could even make a single edit. And I think I uploaded 2 30-second clips and 3 still photos. So it's not like I was overloading this thing with a ton of data.
Right.
The entire video, I think, was 1 minute and 10 seconds long before it was edited down. So for it to crash 3 times before I could even make a single edit was crazy. And then just trying to trim one of those clips to shorten it was impossible. I was never able to do it.
Oh,
There
wow.
was a built-in tutorial, but it didn't help me very much because nothing I did was working. So yeah, that one got a big old thumbs down from me.
Okay.
So I don't recommend Filmmaker Pro.
No Filmmaker Pro.
Yeah, I don't even know how much it cost, because whatever it cost, it was not worth it.
It didn't even matter. Yeah.
No, it would have been
Right.
a bad app.
I have in the past, and I didn't make a slide for this, so I'm just going to tell you guys. I have tried when I was editing on my iPad as opposed to my Mac. One of the options in one of the filters on your Mac that you don't have on your iPad is you can flip the video. So as you guys know, I'm left-handed. So and there's not that many left-handed people out there that want to learn crochet. So I flip my video so that right-handed people can view it from their perspective. So I bought this one app just so I could flip my video, and that's all I used it for. I found the interface to be clunky for me versus using iMovie. And so I did try to move just to this app because I did pay, that lifetime fee that you were talking about, I can't remember how much it was, but it was right around in that same ballpark, like 40 to 50.
Yeah.
I went ahead and paid for that, and I still have it, but it's called Power Director, and
I have heard of Power Director.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Let me.
I think it's got like a camera, right?
Yes,
like an old-fashioned looking camera.
Do you see? It's not. That's the wrong side. I'm sorry. Hang on a minute. It's this side. That one.
Yeah, it's the one in the middle.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because I'm so close to the camera, so it's blurry. But yeah, it's that one right there in the middle on the edge, and that's Power Director. And like I said, it was a good app. The way that I like to interact and do my editing, it felt a little clunky for me.
Yeah.
And then I have also tried Adobe Premiere, which is what movie editors use.
Yes.
And I have tried that. I think I got like a 30-day free Adobe Suite. So I tried Rush, I tried Premiere, and it just all boiled down to I felt like I had to take out a PhD to figure out how to use them effectively.
Yeah.
And I wasn't feeling the restraint of iMovie enough to move into that. I had so much to learn about everything else. I didn't want to learn about that too.
Yeah,
and I really do think that iMovie is a great app. It's easy for everybody to use, and I think it looks smooth and professional. I think it's a good app.
Yep, and you can export in HD and 4K, which now the Windows app may have changed since then. I don't know. I haven't used it in forever, but you couldn't do that in Windows app up to just a few years ago.
Yeah.
So you were still down to 720 was the max you could go to.
Yeah.
And also just the amount of resources it used to use iMovie, or not iMovie, but the Windows editor was crazy compared to what you use in iMovie.
Yeah.
I do want to add in the InShot has a very simple flip, the flip screen. And also it uploads in 4K and HD.
Which is nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
A lot of places do that.
Yeah.
Or places, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that. Everybody just sees me. You don't want to talk to any of the other yarn hookers, do you? You just want to chat with me, right?
Yeah.
You guys. All right, let me move on to the next one. So, does anybody have any questions about video editors right now? Like anything that you've heard of and curious about? Because we may have played with them a little bit and we just haven't mentioned them. Or if you have any specific questions about the ones that we do use.
Yeah. Or is there something that you use that you'd like to tell us about?
Oh, yeah.
That you would recommend for us to try?
Yes.
It got very quiet, didn't it?
I need to get a sound effect of a pin dropping.
Or crickets.
Yes, crickets, exactly.
I like the cricket sounds.
The thumbnails.
Yep. So I'm not seeing any questions. I'm going to give it just a minute or two.
I want to make a thumbnail that looks like this.
It looks like a thumbnail? It looks like
my thumbnail.
An actual thumbnail.
Hey, you guys. See here. I like it, but want to learn something for my computer. Okay, and that makes a lot of sense. And so the KineMaster can be used on the computer. As well as the last one that I told you about, the Power Editor, I think it was. Power Director. Those can both be, they are apps that you can download for your computer.
So Linda says she uses Movie Maker, but the only downfall is that it doesn't flip. As like Mel, I am left-handed. So.
Gotcha. Thank you, Lori.
And yes, Mel, your lighting looks great.
It does. It looks super good.
Thank you. It doesn't flip like Mel. I am left-handed. Okay. Yeah, you just read that from Linda.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Movie Maker, that's the Windows version, right? That's the Windows of
I think
one.
it is.
Yeah, and it's yeah, I haven't used it in a while, so I don't know how they've upgraded it. But when I've compared the two before, I feel like iMovie's more powerful. But look into KineMaster or even Power Director. But I would suggest KineMaster. If you're used to using that kind of timeline thing, Power Director might feel a little clunky.
Yeah, and there is a free version of KineMaster. You do have the watermark, but it's something that you can play with.
Learn on.
You know, you can play with it and learn on it, and without paying for it. And then you determine, is this something that you want to move forward with? But it is very easy to flip your perspective. I don't know how you flip your lens. What do you say? Flip your wig.
All of a sudden, we can become right-handed.
Yes.
With all of the
or left-handed, because I used to try to steal Mel's subscribers by doing left-handed ones, but they didn't really get many views, so I stopped.
Well, when I first started my channel, here's a funny story. When I first started my channel, I was going to be strictly left-handed tutorials, and I realized that wasn't going to work. Not if I wanted to be seen.
Yeah, there's just not that many.
No, there really isn't. So I started flipping. I think I only did 2 videos that way, and I'm like, okay, let's flip them now. Yeah. And that's when I bought Power Director.
Yeah. and one thing I will say about KineMaster, I do have it on my Chromebook as an app. So I can't speak for all computers. I can just say that it is accessible on my Chromebook. So
I would imagine that Windows has it available as an app as well. They're moving to that. It's interesting because it took them a long time, but they're starting to move to, the App Store type of deal.
Yeah.
It took them a long time though.
Yeah.
So
who's first on thumbnails? I think it's you, Mel.
Probably. Yep. It's probably me again.
He's always budging to the front of the line.
That's right.
Oh, I know that face. That's
yeah. So I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've done in the different. I use 2 photo editors. Well, one is more of a just a graphic editor, and then one is specific for photos. But I use them in combination. I usually start with Canva. It is online. It can be used on any platform because you just got to log in on Google or Chrome or whatever browser you're using, and then start editing inside your browser. It's super easy to start using. They have a ton of templates that you can customize to your own, and you can use it completely free. So those are the positives. It is, and I am going to tell you, it is a very powerful graphic design editor.
It is. Yeah.
For a free product and for what they do. It is pretty darn powerful. The cons are that YouTube is saturated with their templates. And
yeah, it is.
I have seen where I've used some of their templates and I'm like, oh, look, that person is using it too. Hey,
yeah.
And they're different colors and stuff, but it's still pretty saturated.
Yeah.
But you don't have to use templates. Just remember that. So it's all in what you want to do.
I will say that my Whippy Chick logo, Canva. That's all Canva.
Awesome.
I saw that chick on there and I fell in love with it, and I actually paid for it so that I could use it. Aww. Like if I wanted to put it on, like on my mug, I did pay for that so that I could use it. But I
don't blame you.
Otherwise, I have the free app. I just paid for that particular graphic.
Oh, and that is one thing that's nice that they allow. So you can not, and that goes into my cons. Not all of the features are free. Not all of the graphics, all of the templates, not all of them are free. But it's very clear what's not free. It's denoted by a little crown.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And then like Julie's saying, you can pay for the one-off or you can subscribe. I have opted to subscribe. because I use the remove background a lot, which, as you can see in that example picture just above where it says Canva, that's how I use it to edit. I'll put in the different, like I actually took a template and used this part from the template, the yarn haul, and it's from a template that I used previously on my yarn hauls.
Yeah.
And I decided to try something new this time. So I took this screenshot from my from the video itself, which is not recommended. You tend to want to do a still picture because it's usually higher resolution. But
Right.
But I was trying this out to see how it worked. And by the way, I have double the click-through rate by doing the difference between just showing the yarn and showing me holding up the yarn.
Oh yeah. Your face is a big part of that.
Yep. Even though I'm hiding most of my face, it's still a big deal. It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
So I removed my background, and that's part of why I pay for Canva. And also because I want access to all of the templates, and also I they have a big stock photo
They do.
library that I use, and I have full rights to use anything in there. So yeah.
And can I just add, Mel, that when you have Canva and you do have all of those assets, you can also upload them and put them in your videos.
Yes.
You can use those graphics in your videos. So,
and that includes music. They have, from what I understand from Alice, I believe told me this, they actually, they source Epidemic Sound's library for their music library.
Oh, that's neat.
I just don't like using it, and it could be just my ignorance, because I also have a subscription to Epidemic Sound. And the only reason why I don't is because I don't video edit in Canva. I'm not comfortable with how they do their video editing. It's not the way I would do it. It's not the way that I'm used to doing it. It's not the same way I think when I video edit. And it was hard for me to separate out and have more control over how the music is used in the video. So just heads up on that one. But they do have a huge library of music that you can access as well. And you may be smarter than me in the video editing part, but I use it a lot for the actual photo editing. And go ahead.
One thing I do want to say that is a huge time saver is that when you do make it an edit and make a thumbnail and save it, it saves it to your, like your projects in Canva. And then when you go to when you go to make another thumbnail, like if you've got a series of different videos you're making and you want the thumbnails to be very similar, or if you just do it for every single one of your videos, all you have to do is pull up your last project, click copy, because you probably want to save a copy of that one. At least I always do. And then hit replace on the one on the screen, and you can put whatever new picture you want to in there and just change the wording on the graphics.
Yeah. So it becomes like a template.
Yeah. You've got your own templates, and it saves me so much time.
Yeah.
I agree. And actually this one I'll probably use that same, because I like the big letters, although I'm going to move Yarn Haul up, I think, a little bit, only because it gets covered by the time of my video. But anyway, so that's how I use Canva. And then my other thing, I've been using Facetune since before I ever did YouTube. I've been using Facetune to make myself look better in my photos for a very long time. They have a blemish editor in there. They have a where you can smooth out so I can look like I'm 25 even though I'm 46. So they have all of those options, but that's not what I really use it for, because that would be misrepresentation on YouTube, or a dating app, you guys, or a dating app. But I usually use it as a color fixer. And I don't know if you can see the difference, but I went in, they have a filters. All I did between these two photos is I went into one of the lighting filters and I changed it to S curve, and it makes this photo pop a lot more.
Oh yeah.
This one looks like it has kind of a haze over it.
Yeah. Like me.
I told you you weren't Captain Kirk's girlfriend.
So droopy.
So it is available on any mobile. You don't have to have it. It's available on Android or the one I got, iPhone.
Right.
There are many different editing features, and I would go through them all, but they're. I'm actually getting in here. I'm just going to tell you really quick. So you can of course crop your photo down to the size that you want. You can. I got to look at it this way. New glasses.
New
I
glasses.
gotta look at it this way. And I have to hold my mouth like that because it won't work otherwise. And I don't know if y'all can see that, but all right. So they have a whitener, a smoother, like the teeth whitener, a smoother details, which details is very important if you need to like really get the I forget what it's called. It's in Canva too, but that's something that's really good for photos because it helps your photos pop when you can pull out details. It helps your photos pop on your thumbnails, and that's really important. You can reshape stuff. So if I wanted to get rid of a chin or two, I could lift it up. Patch. So if if I didn't have a pimple covered up by makeup, I could do that. And I actually still use Patch a lot. And I did use Patch between these two because my daughter's a teenager. She gets pimples. So I just hide them for her. And then you have filters and then inside each thing, sometimes you have more, like in your filters, you've got, you can do like color filters, or you can do lighting filters, which I use the lighting filters a lot. And I've used that when I will go in and I will do, like if a photo is too dark, I will use a brighten lighting filter, and it brightens in the right spots. But then then I'll save that, and then I'll go back into the lighting filters and I'll use an S curve filter. And the S curve is where it makes it darkens some aspects of it and kind of saturates it a little bit. So it makes things pop a little bit more.
Right, right.
And I know you guys aren't even looking at this app, and you're like, okay, I'm bored already, Melanie.
No, I'm
No.
not. I'm listening to it because I do a lot of the same things that you're doing, but on different apps.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, and we all get into our apps that we enjoy,
Yeah.
but then
Right.
I will tell you, this is not a free app. I did have to pay for it. It was not expensive at all. I think I paid like $5 for it. That was it. It was, you buy the app to download it. I don't remember. It's been so long ago, you guys. I don't recall how much it cost, but it's not monthly. I paid one time for it, and it was not that expensive.
Mel, do you remember how much Canva costs? Because
I
Yarn
have
will
no recollection.
I think it's $12.99 a month.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Usually, most of the things I feel like I subscribe to are like somewhere between 13 and 15 a month. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't.
don't subscribe to it, so I don't know.
I meant to. You guys, I just ran out of time today. I meant to go check my bank account and see what's being withdrawn from it, and I haven't.
That's okay.
I didn't have time. And there are limited tools, so you cannot go in and it edits the photo. So it helps you edit a photo or something that's already been created. So you really need to use another app if you're going to be throwing in shapes and colors and doing something a little bit more powerful as a graphic editor. This
Right.
Facetune is a photo editor. It is not a graphic editor. So you're not going to be able to create that kind of thing. How I use it is I create what I want in Canva, and then I pull it into Facetune and I make it pop. Make the colors pop.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you use them in conjunction.
Yes, and I don't know, you may or may not be able to see the difference between my face here and my face here in the colors because it's a little small, but there is a difference between these two because I do that. And it is only on the mobile, so it's only on your phone. as opposed to having something that you can use on your computer back and forth on your computer. Mac is pretty good about, I can transfer from my phone back to the computer pretty easy, just with the AirDrop. I don't recall, I don't know if you can do that with Windows or Chrome these days. So
Chrome's pretty easy. You can usually upload just about anything into your drive.
that's true. The Google Drive, absolutely, you're right.
Yep.
And you can do that on Windows too. Now, come to think of it,
I haven't used Windows in so many years, I can't remember.
I still use it for gaming. But that is the two editors that I use for my thumbnails.
Cool.
Very nice.
Okay, so I use Fonto. And can you click it again? Because I think they're supposed to be pictures.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there they are. Okay. So I use Fonto. You can do text on your photo. You've got lots of filters. I usually use the filter, it's just called Vibrance. It just gives your colors a little more pop, so you look a little less foggy like I look now. They also have lots and lots of backgrounds. Now you can see the pink one that I made, that was a Facebook post. So I just used a plain pink background, but they've got hundreds of different backgrounds. Some of them have like geometric shapes, and some of them are gradient colors. There's even like outer space ones, all kinds of themes. So they have lots and lots of backgrounds. They've got more fonts than I can count. It's really easy to use. It's easy to change the color of your font, the size of your font. I put color on there twice. But you can also do an outline. I usually use like a black outline around the letters, so it really pops out.
Julie, color is very important. That's why you put it twice.
Color is very important to me.
That's right.
I love bright colors. But also, one thing that I really like about it is you can use your emojis on your keyboard. And so I like to always put my little chick in the egg, so I can just use that emoji, which is kind of fun.
He's so cute.
Yeah, I just love my little chick. So when we started lockdown, I actually did a photo journal every day. And I put it, I think on Instagram, on my personal Instagram. And I did like a little journal. So that's what that other thing is over there. And so I used Fonto every day for, I think, 40 days. So it's just really easy to use and fun. You can use all different colors.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah. The cons are in-app purchases are for the backgrounds and filters. And I have a question mark next to cons because I don't really think of these things as a bad thing. You have to purchase your backgrounds. You get a bunch for free. But if there's a specific one that you really like, they'll tell you, you can purchase this one and 15 others in this bundle for $1.99. But it's a one-time. It's just a one-time purchase, and you have them forever. So I don't think that's really a big deal. And every time you upload, or is it download? Every time you finish your project and you click the little square with the arrow, as soon as that's done, there's an ad, and it's like 10 seconds long. And that's it.
Those are totally worth it.
Yeah, it's totally.
They're gonna make their money somehow, so it's only.
Yeah, and they actually will save your project too. So, which I really like, because a lot of times you do your thumbnail and then you get into YouTube Studio and it doesn't quite fit. So you have to like move your letters down, to make it really fit the way you want it to fit on your thumbnail, or maybe you've gone too wide and your timestamp is going to cover up your words or whatever. So you can go back in and play with it. So I always save the project so that I can go back in. So I really like this app. Pretty sure I heard about it from Dee Nimmin. Just about everything I use, I heard from Dee Nimmin.
I love those brothers.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more next week.
That's next week. Yep. So yeah, I recommend Fonto. I find it really easy to use, and lots of options with it. So
Awesome.
Very fun. And now it's our Ginger Snap's turn.
Oh, here's my, okay. I love the editing apps. And one of the reasons is because for so many years, I tried so hard to make my pictures look decent for Instagram. And I didn't, there was a huge learning curve for me on Instagram because I don't know if things just, it takes a while, but I think I'm getting it down better than I had it before, which, what I usually do, and this is for my thumbnails, is I'll take a picture, just like some goofy looking picture, like that one up in the corner, but it'll be very, very subdued. I should have put like before and after pictures.
That's
Then
okay.
what I do is I didn't put my face app, or did I put my face app? No, my face app isn't on here. I have Canva. Let's see, I have Lightroom, SparkPost, and Face app. No. Let me see. Lightroom, Canva, SparkPost, and Canva. Sorry.
Now Face app, is that how you got the background on that one at the top, the live?
Yeah, what I do is I take my regular picture and I will put it into Face app first. And the reason I do that is because when I do the edits with the Face app on my face, because we all want to, like, I don't put on makeup a lot of times. Face app will put the makeup on for you, which is worth it for me. So if you go in and put some other kind of filter on it first, it makes it look different.
Yeah.
So I go to my Face app first and then upload it to the Adobe. And while I'm in the Adobe, I take it down to the thumbnail size, get it positioned on the thumbnail the way that I'm going to want it.
Yeah.
I apply filters, and I try to use the same filter each time, just because it gives everything an overall cohesive look. And I've noticed some of my thumbnails I didn't use the same filter on, and they don't match. So I'm trying to start to get all my thumbnails to have a cohesive look like my Instagram feed does. So I'll go in and do that. Then I'll take it back to Face app, because that's where I get my backgrounds. And I'll put that picture on with my background. And so I'll have the background, the picture, and then I upload that to Canva and put the words and stuff on. My picture into a template that I already have. So once I do,
Right.
once I've got the picture made, it sounds like it takes a super long time.
I was thinking it sounded really complicated, but
literally takes less than 5 minutes.
yeah, I think that's the key, I think, too, is that you get your system and you know what you're doing and you can whip it up really quick.
Yeah. Sounds so sorry. I made that sound so complicated.
No.
It's quickly on your phone, like Julie said. It's you have your method of doing things, because I switch between a couple apps too, and
Yeah.
very quick. And even just creating your own thumbnails, say in Canva, you get very quick at it. The more you do it, the more quick you get making these things, and you take a look at even templates and how to edit them and create them and make them your own.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I've learned, like, especially when I start with a new app or something now, is that, oh my gosh, this takes forever right now, but it's not always going to take forever.
Right. And I think that's how it was for me when I was testing all of those different editing software. And some of them I do think were not that great, but then others, I think they could have been really great. And that could have been my true love rather than KineMaster if I had started with that. You know what I mean? You just get used to what you're doing. And, yeah.
Well, and also it's like it takes so much time, and you think I really want to just be crocheting.
Right. That's what I ran into when I was trying to learn Adobe Premiere. And so I was like, oh, no, I have to have time to do other stuff.
Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. This week I didn't do much crocheting because I was so busy making Naughty Hooker videos.
But those were so fun. We're glad
But
you
it's
do.
my second love, you know? I love doing it.
Yes.
We love
We
your
are
Naughty
very
Hooker videos.
I love her.
All right. Any questions about the graphic editing software that we use, or any suggestions?
Yeah.
Anything. I'm making
Anything.
crickets again. Anything.
I know. We're giving out so much information. I feel like people are either sleeping or they're taking notes, one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also too, sometimes if when we ask any questions, it takes a few minutes for them to type up
For
and
them
frame
to type
it out.
it in. Sure. Sure.
That's why I like to give it a couple of minutes. And I see that Alice did have to leave, so bye, Alice. If you watch us back later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So Linda uses PowerPoint for her thumbnails, and
I've
that's
heard of that. I've heard of other people using PowerPoint.
yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, you know what else I wanted to say about Canva is I've actually made a Canva project and I've used it for our slideshows.
Yeah.
So when we did baby stuff, that entire slideshow, that was all Canva as well. So
There are so many different, there's like for each type of post or project you can think of doing, there's a Canva template for it.
there really is.
They even have TikTok templates now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And Instagram story templates. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Yep. And then and I know that I said that YouTube is saturated with their templates and stuff. All you need to do is make it your own. You shift the one shape around or something, and then it changes the whole look of it. You may make it more transparent, or it just, you can make it your own, and that's a way to get away from that. It looks like 20 million other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Not for frogging. You asked about the Naughty Hooker. Go check out Julie's channel. That should already be linked down below, but go check out Julie's channel.
She's my alter ego.
Look at her shorts, her YouTube shorts.
Yep, her YouTube shorts.
Oh, just a little side thing. Did you guys hear about the YouTube longs?
No. Is that an April Fool's thing?
Yeah.
Because I have many YouTube longs.
Yeah. I was thinking, are those like the ambient?
No, wasn't it TubeBuddy that made like this very serious makers video, a content creator video about YouTube longs?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Awesome.
It just reminded me of This Is Spinal Tap.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that movie.
And Best of Show.
Oh, I have that one too. I love that movie. I was just joking about that movie today. Like, it comes up at my house all the time.
What, Best in Show?
He was on his Mac and I was on my Mac, just like constantly throwing lines out from Best in Show.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna watch that again. I watched that. I love that one.
It's funny.
But it's been a while since I've seen it. All right, so next up, we're going to talk about research and SEO. And I am going to tell you guys, this is where I ran out of time. And there's a couple of things I'm going to talk about. And I know that we all have used at least one or both of the things that I'm going to talk about. So we'll all talk about them. But I didn't make a slide for it. So Julie has a slide for something that she uses pretty often, and then we'll talk about the other things that all of us use. So, all right.
Yeah.
Here we go, Julie. Look, I'm not first, Julie.
Look at that. I budged.
YouTube tracker.
So yeah, I use the YT tracker, and it helps you track and share your YouTube progress towards monetization and beyond. So for me, that's really all I want to know. How many subscribers do I have, and how many real-time watch hours do I have? And this is always in real time. So I don't know what the time was when I took that picture or that screenshot, but it was today. So first of all, find 200 friends. Have have them subscribe.
And tell them
And tell them to watch lots of hours. But this is the free version. Just like every app, there's a pay version and a free version. And on the free version, you can view your subscription watch hours in real time. You can also track the number of views. And you can also watch your day-to-day progress of growth. So I can scroll back the entire history of that I've been on YouTube and look at any given day and see whether or not I gained subscribers or lost subscribers, or I was breaking even. Maybe there was no activity at all. But that's a really great asset to go back and say, wow, on March 14th, I gained like 15 subscribers. What did I do? And then you go back and you look and you say, oh, I had a Yarn Hookers video that night, or maybe I had a giveaway that day. So you can kind of see what's working for you. It's a very simplified way of looking at your analytics.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can go into the analytics and
get lost.
I can really go down the rabbit hole looking at it. This one's just a quick look. I can just tap on it and say, oh, look at that. I've got this many subscribers and my watch hours are going up evenly. And yeah, I just find it really simple. But if you get the paid version, you can track other YouTubers' progress, which is kind of neat when Ginger and Mel can track my progress, but I don't really track anybody else's because it just makes me sad.
Well, the thing I like to do is I like to go in and compare mine to like Crystal's or to the Secret Yarnery and like see what they're doing and see what things I can do to make my channel better.
Yeah.
And I think that's really good.
Yeah. So it is good. It is. But
as long as you don't use it as a way to spiral.
Yeah, you don't want to compare yourself to other people, and because I will do that, and I know that about myself. I know that I will do that. So I try to steer clear and just stay focused on what I need to worry about, not be competitive.
It's hard. It's hard.
It is.
It is.
The two things that I know that all of us have used. I'm not sure about one of them, but I know we all have used TubeBuddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did shortly. I didn't stick with it too long. I think it was just taking up space on my phone, and I realized I didn't use it that much, so I just took it off. I didn't really have a beef with it. I wasn't using it that much. So.
And I actually don't use it much on my phone. I use it a lot in my browser when I'm. I use and I don't pay for it. I don't pay for the prescription because it's a prescription, right? No, I don't pay the subscription. And I still get some information that I have, such as like keyword suggestions. And they also kind of scorecard, but this is off of old information, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. They do like a scorecard as you're going through and filling out all of the information on your editor. And when I say I use it in browser, it's an in-browser app that you can download. And so the scorecard, I like to use it just to gauge, but they're still, that scorecard is still weighing very heavily on your what are they called? Keywords? And not keywords. Tags. Thank you. They still weigh tags very heavily on the scorecard, and YouTube has come out and said that tags don't matter as much. It's how you use your keywords in your title,
right,
and in your description. That's not to say don't use tags. Use them. Just know that they don't carry the weight that they once did.
Yeah.
Well, because people were tag stuffing, I think.
The thing I love about the scorecard is that I need reminders for things. Like if I don't have TubeBuddy telling me to, hey, check, have you posted it on Facebook? And then they have that link that'll let you do it to Facebook or do it to Pinterest, let everybody on those platforms know that, hey, I've got a video. And, it helps you get more more views. And same with the end screens and the cards and everything like that. I use it with every video that I put up.
I do too. I use it every time. And Yarn Moods mentioned vidIQ, and I also use vidIQ. Now, what I like about vidIQ that I use, they actually have a more robust keyword finder. Like if you put in a particular, and this is within the tags feature, you put in a particular tag and it tells you these are other tags that are related and this is how they rank. And of course, the higher the number out of 100, the better it is for you to use that one. Now, like I said, tags, don't put so much weight on them, but understand that if that's a tag that they're ranking high, then that's a keyword.
Yeah.
So you want to figure out a way to fit that into your title and description.
Yeah.
And you can't just post words in things. You have to use them in sentences because YouTube is very smart and they know. They know.
Yeah.
So hi Star, how are you? Then
Hey, Star.
but the other reason why I use vidIQ is on the phone you see the TubeBuddy has the achievements and stuff, but vidIQ actually has a deeper level achievements. They tell you where you're at total and when they project that you're going to hit another milestone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. And then and this is all in the browser. And then they also so they have a group like that, and then they have a group of when you had your best numbers and how close you are to matching or beating that number for this month. Like November was a killer month for me, and I haven't been able to beat myself and beat some of my numbers from November. But also, that's a great month for crochet tubers in general, because Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
So but I can see this and I know where I am and have like a little mini goals to try and break through.
And I want to say about YouTube Tracker, the one that I have, they do offer a lot of those same features. They're just in the paid version and I don't have the paid version. So I really didn't talk too much about those things.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, and I do not pay for either one. I don't pay for vidIQ and I don't pay for TubeBuddy. When I pay for it, if I use them a little bit more, if I had a plan on how to use them more effectively, then perhaps I would. But I don't have that plan, and I use what tools I can get for free. So and that's how I use the two. Now, and you just got to be careful because these are both in browser, and that's how I use them in my browser. I don't use them as an app on the phone. Just be careful with the number of browser apps that you plug in because it does bog down your browser and your computer and your performance and stuff like that. So just be aware of that and know that, hey, if these things start acting up, I'm going to start removing them.
Yep. They have to behave if they want to play.
Yep, exactly. You got it. All right, on to the next one. So that was the SEO. I didn't make the slide for it. I didn't know what to screen cap. I probably should have showed you where it was on the screen, but I did run out of time, so forgive me for that. But that is something that is available with those two. And if you have questions about them or need a screen cap to show you what I'm seeing and what I'm talking about, let me know. I'm happy to help. All right, other software. Is this you, Julie, or is this?
I think this was me. I don't know if Ginger had one or not.
Gotcha.
I can't remember.
So I love this little app. It's called Photo Layers. It is a free app. There are some ads, but not, nothing that's gonna distract you. Like there's always a little app down or a little ad down at the bottom of the screen. You can see it on that one of Mel. And also it's a lot like Ponto. When you upload your finished project, you do have like a 10-second. I don't even think they're 10 seconds. I threw 10 seconds out there, but I think they're not. They're probably more like 3 or 5 second video ads. Sorry, my dog's crying. But it basically will take any picture and turn it into a PNG. It'll take away the background. So yeah, I just showed some examples there. There's one of Ginger and then Ginger without the background. And there's one of Mel and Mel without the background. And the one with Mel, you can kind of see what it looks like on the screen. You can also use a little corrector, like if it's removed too much and, you know, maybe Mel doesn't have any hair and we need to replace that or whatever. You can fine tune it. So it's a nice little app. I know that Mel usually gets this kind of effect on Canva.
Yep.
But I don't pay for Canva, so this was how I do it. So
Julie's much more frugal than I am.
no, I don't think so. I think we're equally frugal. We're just frugal about different things.
And that's true for everybody, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yarn Moods did mention here, vidIQ helps me see where in the videos people get bored so I can get better at being more succinct. That is very good for that. I am going to tell you though, if you keep an eye on your YouTube analytics, they have gotten better and better about telling you this. Because honestly, they want you to succeed, because if you succeed, they succeed. So their analytics are getting more and more powerful. And they do have this section now where you can see what percentage of your audience is still with you at 30 seconds. And if you can't keep that up there, then and by up there, I mean like above 60%, then you need to take a look at your opening and figure out what's up. And that is coming from the YouTube gurus that I watch, and that goes into next week. So anyway, I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent there reading that. I apologize, Julie.
No, that's okay. Yeah, no, you want that graph to be a flat line. You don't want it jagged.
Yes. Absolutely. Friggin' lutely. I was going to say it a different way and it would have sounded too close to a bad way.
Well, I've already downloaded 3 more apps on my phone since we've been talking. So,
what apps did you download?
I downloaded Fonto and vidIQ, and let me see, what was the other one? Photo Layers.
There you go. That's awesome.
I'm going to use them.
Yay! And hopefully you guys are finding some useful information here. I know that we're appealing right now less so to the crochet community and more to the crochet tuber community. So we will get back to Strictly Crochet after next week's video or episode. We'll get back to Crochet Strictly. We just have had some requests for this, so we decided to make it a little series. And hopefully you guys are getting a lot of use out of it. But now we're going to get to the crochet stuff.
Yeah, so I just wanted to put up a quick slide show of last month's baskets, because our Facebook theme last month was baskets. And we did have a winner. I believe it was
Kathy Ann.
I wanted to say Carrie Ann, but I had a friend in high school named Carrie Ann, so I was getting it mixed up. So Kathy Ann was our winner, but here's some baskets that were in the drawings. So, and I don't have any names with them because there were so many of them. So every time you click, another one will come up, and we'll just I love this one.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
That's super duper, and I like the square. There's something about the tidiness of that basket that appeals to me. So
yeah, I remember that one was Elaine's.
And then the mosaic.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, that's beautiful. Oh, the perfect Easter basket.
That is so cute. I love that.
It looks like it's got a little bath care package in it, which is so cute.
Yeah.
It's
the Elmo peeking out.
Yes. All right, and this one's an in progress basket, super pretty. And another square basket. I love that colorway.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a big, beautiful basket with a little bit of difference on the top part, but it does look like Jaden Stitch's big, beautiful basket, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And the bunny ears. That's so cute.
That's cute.
And the peanut butter cups inside.
Yes, and they wouldn't be be in there by the time I took that picture. And then look, a yarn ball basket. Yay. Perfect. And I love the color choices on that. That's beautiful.
That is pretty.
And this
I
one's
love that
very fun. Yes. How cute.
That is so cute.
And
The bunnies.
I love the bunnies. And the owl. That's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
You guys do amazing work. I'm just going to say, you guys do some amazing work.
There's a lot of fun stuff there. I think that was our last one.
Over to the basket that I made, which I'll show you guys. Mine's a little bit different, but it was funny. I was already making the basket, and I think I saw this post, and I'm like, wait a minute. That looks like what I did.
It does. It does.
All right,
So,
I'm going to show you my basket real quick.
Lori, I just want to let you know we will, I promise, get back to the yarny stuff very soon. Lori says we might as well be talking about sports in Swahili.
Oh no.
All right, that's my basket, and it's got the handle on one side because I want it to be hanging. So
nice. That's so cute.
Will be coming soon for that. I just got to get it written up,
Yeah.
Pretty.
So
the in progress one and the one with Elmore are Lori's.
Yay! I love that, Lori. Those are beautiful.
Baby shower gift.
Oh, see, I thought that looked like a little bath care package. Okay, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to talk about what we're doing this month, which we've talked about it a little bit, but now you get to see the awesome video that Julie made.
On KineMaster.
That's so cool looking. I love that.
Julie makes the best videos.
Oh, you got to stop it.
Yeah.
I make videos that want to go on and on and on.
I
They're just like me.
Oh my gosh.
Can go on and on and on.
Was that the last one?
That was the last one, yeah. Other than the credits.
Oh, and yeah, and I'll throw up the credits up there just to make sure that we do give credit where
We
credit's
cover
due.
our bases, yeah.
All right, so what do you guys think of this month's challenge?
I like it.
I
I
do too.
it's
gonna be
exciting.
something.
I think I want to try to make Ginger's crossbody bag.
Yay!
My daughter would love that bag.
Yeah, I think that I want to try doing that. I just bought a bunch of cotton yarn from Christmas Tree Shop.
It's super easy and super practical.
Yeah, I think I would use it.
I use it to carry my phone. I was trying to decide whether to call it crossbody bag or phone pouch, and keyword crossbody bag won out.
Yeah, I like that. Yes, it had the higher score.
Yeah.
Phone
Phone pouch sounds like something a kangaroo would have.
Yeah, for its phone.
It's interesting as you mentioned that my mom, she gifted me a crossbody bag for Christmas, and she realized that I wasn't using it because I carry around. I don't even carry a purse. I just carry my wallet that I can put my phone in, and. And she said, "Are you ever going to use that?" I'm like, "I may not, Mom, but I can always give it to her." She goes, "No, can you bring it back to me?" She realized with her gardening, she wanted a phone pouch.
Well, that's
Nice.
perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
I've heard that. What are they called? The fanny packs are coming back.
Guys, my husband and I went up to Syracuse they have a huge mall there. So we were at the mall yesterday and we went to the Cheesecake Factory. And on the other side of the Cheesecake Factory this was all in the outlet section. They had a Coach outlet store. and they had a big screen in there, and they had guy models modeling Coach bags. So I guess they make a men's line, but one of them was a bright yellowish colored fanny pack.
Oh,
And the guy was, like he had it slung over his shoulder, and I was like, oh my gosh. I bet that fanny pack is like a really expensive fanny pack.
right.
Did he also have a mullet and some Eric Estrada glasses?
No, he didn't. He was a model. He was looking pretty cool. But he did have a fanny pack. And I thought, even if you put a Coach label on a fanny pack, it's still a fanny pack.
It's still a fanny pack.
Yeah. I don't think you can dress that up.
Oh my gosh. That's no.
That's awesome.
And then with it being bright, you said bright yellow, bright orange. What did you say?
It was like a golden yellow.
Oh, see, that makes me think of 80s. Just the fact that it was a fanny pack and it's like, it was a day glow, or you said golden?
No. It was like a golden. It was like the color of my little chick. It was like that kind of a yellow.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it was cute.
Well, it was a fanny pack.
Lori
It's
says,
just interesting to see men with their Coach bags.
I would like to see the everyday Joe walking around with those bags. You know how the man purse was trying to become a big hit, and that lasted all of like 2 seconds, right?
Yeah. Guys don't want to carry stuff around. If you have a purse, it gets full, no matter how big it is. It gets full, and we turn into pack mules.
We do, but guys also have decent pockets in their jeans, and women don't. Our pockets are not that great. It's just the way that the cookie crumbles as far as how they design stuff.
Yeah.
Lori says, I'm interested to watch others post their Tunisian crochet, but I'm not going to participate. Not my cup of tea. Okay, so she's tried Tunisian, but it's just not her thing.
I've tried it before too, but I'm going to give it another try. I was really frustrated with it when I tried because I was getting that awful curl. I know that you've told me that. So I'm like,
it's not with every stitch. Like I'm doing a stitch right now. The honeycomb stitch has no curl at all.
Right. So that's why I was like, all right, I'm going to give it another try. I'm going to follow Ginger's instructions.
Gotcha.
I'll do some experimenting out of that book too, and find ones that don't have any curl to them. Now with the what I'm going to do with whoever wins the prize is just order those hooks and that book straight from Amazon and have it sent straight to their address, and then I'll send the yarn from my address. I'll send the yarn from my house.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Yarn Mood says, why would they? They just hand stuff to the women to carry.
Yes, exactly.
That's what whenever we go to like a mall or a park or something, it's always, can you hold this? Can you hold my keys? Can you, and I'm like, I'm the pack mule. That's what I always tell the guys. I'm like, I guess I'm the pack mule again.
That's when you start carrying a wallet, and then you hand the keys to the husband with the nice deep pockets. Here, can you carry these?
You know why nobody asked me to carry their stuff?
Because then it's yours?
Because I'll lose it.
There you go.
I'll set stuff down.
Good thinking.
I don't remember where I put it.
Yeah,
and that's true. Star makes a very good point. She says, yeah, but they carry the purchases. At least mine does. And yes, the bag carrier as well, and he's the one that carries it into the house. Well, I put things away and organize them. He carries things into the house. So
yeah. That's another funny thing I did see at the mall yesterday, though. It's funny to get out again. You get out and you can like see other people. It's kind of nice.
Yes.
But I saw this young guy and girl together, and they were probably high school seniors, maybe college freshmen, definitely a couple. And they were holding hands, and he had about 5 bags in his hand, and he had this look on his face. And she was like, and I was like, just get used to it, kiddo. This is your
Oh my
life now.
goodness.
That's so funny.
He just looked like, when do we get out of here? She was like, I have no idea what she was talking about, but she was going on and on. Poor kid.
And he was done.
This is life, kiddo. This is your job.
So does anybody have any questions about anything they saw? I know Lori doesn't. It's all sports talk to her, but
I'm
Sports.
sorry,
Well,
Lori. One more week of sports, and then we'll go back to the yarn stuff.
I
yeah.
feel like we should make a different category for Lori, since she doesn't want to do the Tunisian. You know what? Maybe we should make it. Maybe we could try to persuade Lori to make something by just making a whole bunch of things and find something that she likes.
Perhaps, but I get a feeling about
I get a feeling it's not going to happen.
vision. It's not going to change.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Lori's into Tunisian. Well,
That makes me sad.
maybe she'll be into next month's challenge.
That's you again, isn't it, Julie?
It is, and I know what it is, but
I know what it is, but I'm not going to. Actually,
Lori says, yeah, I'm also trying to learn to knit, which I'm sort of on the fence about too. I'm more interested in learning embroidery if I'm going to start a new thing. I used to do embroidery, but I can't do it with my eyes. My vision's not good.
I'm probably going to I'm the same way now. Lori, I have tried picking up knitting a few times, and I've got 10 thumbs when I try and pick up knitting, and I just have decided that I am not a knitter. I am a crocheter. And I am going to be happy being that way. One day I may pick it up in the far, far future, but I will probably be retired and not working a day job at that time.
I don't know if you guys saw it in Facebook or not, because I'm not sure what group it was or where it was posted. I can't remember, but it was a picture of this woman. Oh goodness, it was maybe Norway or Sweden. I can't remember, but she had these knitting needles that were huge around and so long, like feet long. I mean, like 3 or 4 feet long. They were huge. And she was knitting with this twine, and she was doing lace, and she made a fence for her garden, and it was lace.
Oh,
it was amazing.
Wow.
It was so cool. So cool. But I thought, you are one crazy lady.
Yes. But she got it done. That's kind of awesome. I love that.
Yeah. It was really, really neat. Really neat.
And Jen, to answer your question, I know I did a quick I did a quick text to that, but it is the challenges are specific to Facebook. We do show off the in our lives. We do show off what people have made, but the challenge itself, to enter it, you need to be on Facebook. We do not have an Instagram challenge at this time. It's not something that we can't tuck under our hat and think about, though.
Yeah. We have an Instagram person and a Facebook person, and the Facebook person is not doing that.
Doing what?
I said the Facebook person is not doing the Instagram challenge because I wouldn't know where to start.
Well, now, is it anybody on Instagram? Is she on Instagram?
Well, she was asking, Jen was asking if the challenges only take place on Facebook or on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She says I don't have other social media. So I'm guessing that she has these ones if she doesn't have other social media. So maybe she's got Facebook and Instagram.
If I can get all of my stuff together, I will try to get the Instagram challenge up and running.
No, you don't need to do that, Ginger. I was just teasing you. I was just teasing you. But I don't know Instagram. Ginger is our Instagram guru. She knows our Instagram. Definitely. And I don't know enough about it. I don't even know how to do my own giveaway on it.
You can do it. You can figure it out because you use Comment Picker. You can do it.
I can figure it out. I just don't want to.
I understand that. It's just one more thing on your plate. I get that. I really, really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star says Tess was saying that knitters tend to be loose crocheters. That's why I asked. Maybe that's why I can't knit. I am a tight crocheter. So
Yeah,
maybe
you
that
don't want your stitches. Yeah, you don't want tight stitches on your needles. So maybe you have them too tight.
That's why I'm such a loose crocheter.
Yeah, we discussed that Ginger is a loose crocheter versus I'm being a tight crocheter, and Julie is somewhere in the happy middle.
The perfect crocheter.
Julie's a perfect hooker.
And her alter ego, the naughty hooker.
She's the
Yeah.
naughty hooker. Yeah. Which my son does not like. Oh, so
Lori-
Lori has seen that lady's fence.
Yes, people keep sending it to me because they don't know I crochet instead of knit.
Yeah.
Right? They don't understand the difference between the two. They think if it's yarn or like something that you see the typical
Project.
picture is the grandma with the ball of yarn doing something. It's crochet, knit, they're all the same thing, and it's not. It's not. We don't
Yeah.
macrame either. It doesn't mean that we macrame either. That uses yarn. Never macrameed. I have tried to use the loom knit, and I keep dropping stitches on the loom knit, and that drives me a little crazy. So
Yeah. I wasn't crazy about loom knitting. It was awkward. It was awkward to like hold on to and stuff. It was just awkward for me.
Yeah.
I did. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. He had this. He showed where he takes a pen and he gets the two part of the pen and feeds the yarn through it and just quickly goes. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that is a neat technique. I saw a woman doing that as well.
Okay,
that is a really cool technique.
And what is
that?
But for me, it was more the lifting the stitches off the pegs that.
And that's where I would drop stitches when I do that lift. I would end up dropping the stitch, and I'm like, and then I would have to undo the whole thing. I felt like because
and I thought all this to make a hat that looks like it's knit when I can just knit the hat.
And see, I can't knit, so I will go back to it eventually. But you can't you can't use DK weight usually on the loom. You have to use a chunky or higher weight.
I think I used DK. Maybe that was part of my problem.
They say.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't. No, I didn't use a DK.
Yeah, they suggest you use not chunky, bulky or higher.
Yeah.
Usually.
I didn't use a bulky.
Can you guys
Linda says she's
snoring?
I'm sorry. What?
Can you hear my cat snoring?
No.
No, we're talking too much.
Exactly. Linda says I'm a knitter and a tight crocheter. So there goes that theory. I just get 10 thumbs when I try to knit.
It's just a thumb issue. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I have way too many thumbs.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Look at that Star. Star's awesome. Star says, Linda, you are unique in many ways, my dear. And we love all of them. Isn't that the truth?
That is so sweet.
It's true. Absolutely, positively.
So sweet. I love the community.
Yes, Lori. Yes, you're exactly right. It just takes too long. Yeah. If I'm knitting something, I usually start it it's going to be a long project that I just pick up when I want to. Just have the TV on and not think.
When I don't want to see a whole lot of progress.
Yeah, actually, I think I've got my knitting.
And that may be what happens. Well, no, I just get all these wonky stitches. So yeah, Lori, I have a question for you. So what do you normally crochet? Out of curiosity, do you do blankets and stuff? I get impatient with how long some whips take, and I mentioned this in a video this past week, but most of my UFOs are blankets that were never finished. They're not other things. They're usually a blanket that I never finished. So I'm just curious if you have that same problem. Is that a knit blanket?
Yeah. So this is a knit blanket.
Now, how many?
Huge needles.
What size needles are those?
Hang on one sec. 12.75 millimeter.
Okay.
And I think I'm using 3 strands at a time.
Okay.
And that's as long as it is. So it's going to take a long time. But this one, I'm just like, okay, this is just going to be every time I've got a few balls of scraps, they're just going to go into the blanket.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's the kind of knitting I do.
Yeah.
Because it just takes a long time.
It
And I'm
takes
impatient.
forever.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh.
what Lori says. Kind of funny to say that knit takes too long, and I want to embroider in the same conversation. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that is kind of
But I think you get satisfaction more quickly with embroidery, because when you finish, say, like a leaf or whatever, the piece of it, it's there's a sense of satisfaction in that, even if the whole scheme isn't done.
right.
I think that might be.
That's true.
Oh, Mel, the cowl girl, right? Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll make lots of cowls.
The cowls.
And hats and fingerless gloves and scarves. Yarn Mood says, I don't enjoy loom knitting either. The movement just isn't enjoyable for me.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. It just was awkward. It just never felt natural to me. I just finally donated my looms. Donated those to Thrifty Shopper.
And if it ends up just being some background decoration in my future yarn room, then so be it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wanda says, Julie, I found some Red Heart labels with Coates and Clark printed on them. That's awesome. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I also found some others you may be interested in. We'll post a pic in Yarn Hookers later.
Awesome.
I'm assuming on Facebook. Also, back then, they didn't put yards on the labels. Oh, no. That would be, I guess, I wonder if there was just like a standard yardage that was in every skein of yarn. But that would, how would you know how much to get?
Yeah, I don't know. But like you said, maybe there was something standard, and the choices were a little more limited. I mean, the different weights and types you could get, I think, were a little more limited.
Yeah, definitely worsted. I see a lot of old yarns that are worsted, and then you go into the crochet thread.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see as much in between.
Yeah.
So I don't actively look for it. I did go to Goodwill today, hoping to find some yarn. I didn't. I did find yarn at Joann's and at
I don't think I've ever found yarn at Goodwill or Thrifty Shopper or any of those places.
Well, I've gone to the Goodwill here. One a little bit more local. I was in Asheville again today, but one a little bit more local. And I put it back down because when I picked up and I looked at how much they were charging for a skein of yarn, and granted, it was a full skein of yarn, but it was about $3. And I'm like,
it's like, why?
It's basic yarn. So I'm like,
could get that at Walmart.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Lori, I highlighted hers. It says,
I have yet to get through a knit sample swatch without at least 3 holes, so I don't see myself starting a big project and watching TV while I knit. Oh, Lori, it's just like anything else. The more you do it, the easier it gets, I promise.
That's
But
true.
it does go slower. It does go slower.
practice
Just repetitive.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, we are at the end of our show. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here today. I really, really appreciate it. We are very aware that this is not going to appeal to our entire audience. So I'm so glad for those of you that it does not appeal to for sticking around and being a part of the conversation. We love you even more for it, Lori.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, obviously this isn't everybody's passion. But there were a lot of people who were asking for it. So, we try to give you what you want. But certainly if there's something that you would like to know about, let us know. Leave us a chat. Whatever you want, give us, drop us a line. Tell us what you'd like to see, and we'll certainly be able to put something together for you.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And Kathy Ann, congratulations.
Yes, Kathy. I'm going to be sending it to you. I wanted to drop it in the mail today. I have your address already, but unfortunately, I didn't get time.
I
So
think-
likely I'll be sending my husband out to take care of it at some point next week. At the absolute latest that I will mail it out, Kathy, is next weekend. So, but likely I'll get my husband out during the week sometime to get it out to you.
Didn't Kathy Ann, didn't you win the cashmere yarn today also?
What? Well,
At,
then I'll take it back. You don't get the wool yarn. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow,
What if
wool and
we
cashmere in one
had a-
day.
had
That's
a
awesome.
had a redraw because nobody claimed a couple of prizes, and one was the pattern pack and one was the cashmere yarn.
That's
So-
awesome. Congrats.
Because yes, I did. Congratulations, Kathy Ann. And if I were you, I'd go buy a lottery ticket.
Exactly. Today.
Seriously.
Speaking of that, I got to do a redraw. I got to do a redraw on one of my prizes because somebody never reached out to me. That reminds me. That's something for tomorrow. Anyway,
Was it me?
that's right.
I wanted to let you guys know I have a giveaway going on. I just posted a video.
Oh, I do
So-
too.
Oh, okay. You
So
have-
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be doing videos all month long for birthday month. I mean, I'm gonna be doing giveaways all month long for birthday month.
Oh,
Nice.
fun. So everybody needs to be checking out Ginger. And also don't forget, Julie is so close to 1K. So if you aren't following her yet, you need to.
That's right.
Thanks for that.
That's the only reason. Honestly, you guys, she makes some amazing videos. If you haven't checked out her Naughty Hooker series, you need to. It's hilarious.
They're funny. They're
It's the
funny.
best.
There's a little naughty hooker in all of us. That's all I can say.
That's right. Exactly.
That is
But
what we're thinking.
without further ado, I am going to go ahead and close it down. I'm going to throw up our little closing so you guys have time to say goodbye and see where you can find each of us. And we will
We'll
see
see you
you
next week
next week. Same
Next
time at Julie's place.
at my channel. Yep. We'll see you next week, everybody.
And the topic for next week, we're continuing on with this theme. It'll be the last thing for in this theme. I know I keep saying bye, but I want to let you guys know we're going to be talking about where we have learned from, the people that we have learned from,
Yeah.
and how we've learned from them. So, and how you can get access to them. So,
Mhm.
anyway, happy Easter, everybody! I forgot about that. Thank you, Jen. And
Oh,
bye.
Bye.
I'm getting there, you guys. I'm getting there.
we're watching you.